Fans were ready, the internet was ready, and waiting with blind faith that whatever came next would be worth a surprisingly long wait. However, I remembered when I saw the first red flag. I remember seeing the teaser trailer for the second season, and I saw Genos. The first thing I felt when I looked at this visual was disgust. Gone was the dynamic, slick, shiny cyborg, replaced by a dull, muddy metal that looked as much out of place as it did bad. When the show itself aired, I discovered that this was the style they went for every piece of metal in the anime. And there's a lot of metal in One Punch Man. Cyborgs are kind of in every single season, but it goes deeper than that. The energy was gone. The show didn't feel like a passion project anymore. It felt like a contract being fulfilled. Sure, the story arc was more complex, with the Monster Association build-up in the background and new characters like Garo taking center stage, but instead of hype, it bred boredom. The stakes felt unclear, and most people stopped talking about it online, unless it was negative. This was a show that once broke the internet. How could it come to this? Now, it's not even talked about. The biggest shift behind the scenes was obviously the studio change. Madhouse to J.C.Staff. I think that J.C. just weren't built for this style of heavy action visuals. It's a demanding style. The showrunners didn't seem to understand the DNA of the first season. The timing, the irony, the exaggeration. Even the storytelling was weaker. And the result was a season that feels off. Scenes that linger a little too long. Fights that cut too quickly. Comedy with timing that is awkward. It doesn't feel like the same creative minds were steering the ship. And in truth, they weren't.